Okay, I'm going to cover more pairs than usual today. US Canadian will be at the end of the video. Starting with Euro US dollar, it is reaching the target area into the 114s. We have a lot of resistance up here, and it is essentially what traditionally would be called a range-bound market with lows here and highs here. So I'm looking for a reversal here. I also have a count on here that would suggest it's an end to either, well, frankly, either wave 3 or wave 5. I'm not sure which, but I'm looking at this area to reverse with some divergence coming in. So into 114, 115, and to see a corrective move down. Cable, I've had to adjust this count. Now I have two possibilities. It looks like it's wedging up here, so there may be the chance for larger wave 4 and then a move lower. However, I can also adjust this count for a forced end. I have wave 3 into Brexit, or rather, it was post-Brexit. And I would have to count this for the, okay, I have this set up here as a bearish count with wave 4 and one more low to come with wave 5. However, there is a possible force count here where this portion here, which I've marked as B, could be a truncated wave 5. Given the sharpness of the past moves and how I'm viewing the US dollar right now, I'm willing to go with a truncation here, which would mark this box segment as wave 5 and done in cable. And now we have essentially a type of leading, not type, a leading diagonal for this, and then some kind of correction and a move up. So those are the two options I see. I cannot say exactly which because this one is truncated. So if it is as such, we'll have to deal with the correction from here, but a little bit higher in cable, and I'm looking for it to turn down. Australian US dollar also looks like it's wedging up here, so a little bit higher into resistance and then possibly a corrective move. And New Zealand US dollar still trending up, but I feel it's hit a lot of resistance. It's closing within certain wicks up here. So looking for a down move to come in New Zealand US dollar, probably a corrective one, and then ultimately another move higher above 0.75. Okay, in US dollar, Japanese yen has found some resistance up here, so it's looking decent now for the move back down. The whole move up has appeared quite corrective so far, and especially in this last segment with a lot of divergence coming in. So let's see if it can turn around here. Aussie New Zealand is moving up. I would view this as corrective, judging by how it began, but it is working out with the idea that it's found a move from the trend support. Ultimately, as I've said, maybe a bit higher, but I'm thinking this will probably turn over and move down for one more leg here. I'll have a closer look at this on the weekend. Euro New Zealand as well. I cannot say for sure. I mean, there's going to be resistance up here into 157, 158. So see if that finds a high. For the bullish count on the 1 hour, I would have to count 5 waves into here. A 3-wave correction here. And then we're trending up for now. It's been an explosive move from the low. But this is looking essentially like one segment down. So for the time being, I'm still favoring another move as well. Pardon me, another move down. If this exhausts itself. Okay, in Canadian pairs, I had another thought about US Canadian. I presented 2 cases last night. Very simply, I can force count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it doesn't really look good considering how explosive this last move down has worked. There is a more bearish sequence, but really, judging by cleanliness and simplicity, I feel actually that the best count on this, let's have a look at this box segment. The best count on this will be one I haven't presented yet. The force count on this is 1 in this box segment for the whole swing here. However, it's not my preferred count. My preferred count on this is really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a completed single segment here. So this would actually be one segment on its own. That is my preferred view. So looking at it entirely, that would make the count as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, corrective wave 4, and then another low. I feel that it's trying to base out here. Looking at the 1 hour, it's still under local trend resistance, but I feel it's starting to base. There's a lot of divergence coming in, so maybe another low or so, and see if it can reverse into tomorrow's Canadian GDP print. There's not much else to say about Euro Canadian now. 3 up, corrective wave so far. It's open to possibly having another low and reversing, which I would prefer. I don't feel that this is the start of the big move down right now. I prefer to see a bit higher and a sell into the 150s, basically, but I'll take it as it comes tomorrow. And Aussie Canadian too. I presented the view in last night's video with the bad audio, so I'm not going to repeat it all here, but I am looking for a touch higher to the 151s here if it finds a low into here. And New Zealand Canadian is breaking the trend line. However, it did not find much support in here, and it's not yet looking conclusive. It would have to present like a little bear flag in here for a selling opportunity, because it is still open to heading back up here. Sometimes there are fake breakouts through here, so I will look at it tomorrow. I'm not convinced yet that this is totally keeling over, but on the monthly, tomorrow is the last day of the month and the quarter. This is looking very bearish here. So next month I'm looking for this to turn down along with all of the Canadian pairs. The trend in these pairs has been very good. I've been calling for this for a while, and the strength in the down move in US Canadian dollar has been expected from 137.50. The only difficulty, the main difficulty, has come in with this triangle, expecting a much briefer move down, and it's exploded. It has not yet negated the divergence, and I do like the idea of this being the end of wave 3 in here. So let's see if we can get a corrective bounce over the next few days. The only other market I'll deal with on the weekend is gold. It has not made up its mind yet. It is still looking essentially like a 3 down here, but it's got to find some support and turn back up. It is still possible for it to turn back up here. So I'll look at it on the weekend. All right, bye-bye.